Hi everyone. Yeah, I thought it was time to do another animal death update. I've spoken in the past in some of my videos about fish deaths, bird deaths and animal deaths in general, and haven't done it for a while, but yes, it is still going on. Today is May the 15th, 2011. This kind of kicked off at the start of the year. Big news on the 1st of January, New Year's Day, first day of the year. It was like big news on the mainstream about dead birds and dead fish. I think it started maybe late December, but big news coverage around January, and then it just kind of fizzled out, and the mainstream started covering other things, and you've got to dig and delve now to get reports on, the latest with this kind of thing, with the animal deaths. Now, it is still going on. I'm going to link you to a website in my description that's a starting point. Now, some may be put off by this website because it's maybe a little biased. It tends to be, a website talking about, kind of hinting towards like end times. Now, for those of you who are not into that, it's okay because it's a starting point, and it will link you to the mainstream sources where the information is coming from. Okay, so what's going on? Well, there is continuing to be animal deaths, all kinds of species, mass fish deaths. I'm talking about in the thousands. Okay, bird deaths, I'm not so sure. Yes, I think I did read 1 or 2 reports on bird deaths, but there's a lot of deaths going on. Now, what do I make of this? Okay, now what are the mainstream saying? Now, the mainstream are giving explanations such as severe winter weather. Now, think about it, okay? If severe winter weather was to do with these animal and bird and fish deaths, okay, fine, that would be acceptable for an isolated incident in particularly cold regions of the world, maybe even 2 or 3 incidences. Okay, but here's what we're talking about. We're talking about worldwide, alright, and where it speaks of a particular event, it says, oh yes, there's been severe winter weather. Well, funny how it's all over the world, isn't it? We're talking about multiple places in the world. Okay, and alright, for those who don't realise, we're actually in the spring now. Alright, the weather is warming up. And yes, we've had funny weather. Alright, the weather has been funny. It's maybe been cold where it should be getting warmer, and maybe warm where it should be not warm yet. I mean, I live in the United Kingdom. We had an early summer. It's been quite hot here, unusually hot, a bit early. Okay, so the weather's funny. Okay, but I just don't think that's good enough. I just do not think that is good enough at all. I think there's more to this than meets the eye. Okay, because we're talking all over the world, and it's been going on for months. There's something fishy, pardon the pun, about this. Okay. Now, what then is the cause of these animal, fish and bird deaths? Well, I don't know. But I think what's important here is not what is going on. Yes, that's important, but I think the important thing is to realise that something is going on. Okay, something is going on. There is more to this than meets the eye. That is the issue. Alright, and then secondary, okay, well, what exactly is it? Okay, because we mustn't accept the willy-nilly, vague explanations and then just kind of brush it under the carpet. It's not acceptable. Alright, because there are many severe winters throughout the decades. Alright, every so often there's a harsh winter, and yes, there may be animal deaths at those times, but never in my lifetime, and I don't think in my grandfather's lifetime or his father's lifetime, has there been such mass die-offs worldwide for so many months. So I don't think that this is it. So could it? Okay, it can either be, it can be certain things. It's either cosmic events that are affecting the Earth. It could be like deliberate, They could be poisoned deliberately, some government cover-up. It could be something wrong with the Earth's magnetic field, the magnetic sphere. I mean, like the list. I mean, you can speculate all day. It could be so many things, but I don't know. And I'd like some comments from my viewers as to what your theories may be. But I can tell you one thing that I believe quite strongly is that we're not talking about a different explanation per event. I think it's safe to say, right, logically, rationally, that these are all tied together. That it's the same thing causing all the events. Alright? I think that could be safely said. So, what do you think? And I just really, this video is really just to kind of bring to people's attention that this is going on. Because, I think so many people were aware of this up to a point, and now it's hard it's hard to hear of these things now. But it is going on, guys. It is. Alright, so I'll link you to somewhere that will then link you on to mainstream, reliable sources of news, and you can take it from there. Alright, catch you later.